thank God for everything. The time, the exposure, the time on the national team and everything like of that kind. It was a big experience, all African games, and we're happy for the team that have given us game time, that has helped us to go to the national team. So we're happy for everything. We have a lot of players, just like you can see here at KCCA and the national team still. And when you go there, it's always cream from different teams. So pushing up, like getting to the first 11, it's not always easy. Just putting in the hard work and keeping consistent. The 4-2 game against Congo. Honestly, what first came into my mind was the game against Express that we had. the 4-3 game that we had at Express. So we were down 3-1 in the half time. Remember at Wakulukuku, and then we came back to have the four win. Like, so it came into my mind like, you know what, it is possible, and I kept on pushing. Even when we had a goal down and 2 goals down, I was like, we can do it. Let's just come back and have the confidence and play the game. These guys came back when they were already down. So we came back, and thanks to Coach Mole, yeah, he did it well, and we came back with the extra motivation to play the game, open up and play the game. And we had to win. For the final, the environment was huge. Just know the fans were mobbed, the team was at home, they were the hosts. Remember, we were in Ghana and we were playing Ghana. So it wasn't all that easy, but we kept on pushing, not until we lost at the end of the game, like in 93 minutes. For sure, I want to thank the boys for the hard work and pushing on to that extreme end. It wasn't easy. I was always on the phone, like, I want to know what is going on in Kampala. So I was like, I can't believe we were less in number. I remember Shaban was out, we were also out. So we kept on praying. Not until I saw like it was 80 minutes, it is still 0-0. 83, it is still 0-0. So even the update was like, you know what, I want to just get to know what is going on. So I heard there was a penalty going on. I was like, what? This is what? Vipers penalty or is ours? And then after all, I went to Torachi's room. He's a Vipers player. I told him, you know what is happening? You know what is happening in Kampala. But then I want to thank the technical team for giving in all, and then the boys. Congratulations to them for the 2 wins. Actually, against URA, we are not around. That is in Uganda Cup, and then KCC against Vipers. I want to thank them so much. I know it wasn't easy. That's one of the derbies that we play here in Kampala. I want to tell you, I haven't forgotten the time that we played lesser minutes in Njeru. So it is not like I've forgotten that memory. So they're coming here tomorrow. Let's just wait for them. Just know, bro. We are waiting because we know what happened last time, and we know what it was the same time. Like we won Vipers, then we went to their side and lost the game. So it had much of rain. We started a little bit late. The lights were down, but we are here tomorrow, and we hope to give the best to the fans.
Busoga United now having a couple of new faces in their ranks. We'll be hoping for a better turn of events, and now here comes a quick start! A thing of beauty! A real marvel! A gem of a goal! Predatory instinct! A real predator out there! That was exquisite! One moment, saw the opening, realized it was his for the taking, coasting in, finishing it off in style. Take a bow, son. That is a top goal, Usama Arafat.
Well, we're talking about how he looked quite laissez-faire in the first half, but the second half he has really raised his game, showing a lot of quality. That technique that he showcased there, lifting that ball over the goalkeeper, is not easy to actually apply or even execute, and he's just really put the gloss on the cake.
All right, that 4-1 result in favor of KCCAFC in on the midweek, that was on Thursday against Busoga United. A perfect payback against that team from Ginger. Remember that first leg game that was played under very many called something close to floodlights. But well, KCCAFC coming back to repay themselves, or just have something called revenge against Busoga United, and that game ending 4-1 in favor of KCCAFC at the MTN Omondi Stadium. We'll be talking the start times, Uganda Premier League, and so much more on the show tonight. But first, good evening and happy Easter to all those celebrating wherever you are watching us from me on the KCCAFC TV show. It is season 5, episode 24, and we can never thank you enough for always tuning in on Sunday 8 p.m. to always get the latest in terms of everything happening at KCCFC. My name is Magero Moses, and I'm not alone, definitely with a guest. We already told you, and we already placed his face all over our social media pages. We'll be getting to know more about this guest, and we'll be talking football with him, KCCFC in particular, in this one. But first, we'll be kicking off with the club news happening at the MTN Omondi Stadium, and that is definitely everything to do with KCCFC, the senior team, the soccer academy, then our official ladies team, Kampala Queens, also doing fantastically well in there, and also so much away from the football that is happening. I mean, we all know how the stadium development is going on for the football club, and you know, so much more. Some players coming in, some players leaving the club. We also have some loan updates with players that are out there. Well, it's a plethora on the show tonight. Like I told you, I'll not be doing this alone, but with a guest. We'll kick off with that game against Busoga United. KCCFC winning that game 4-1. A little bit of pictures showing earlier on, but that game happening at the MTN Omondi Stadium. Obviously going in this one, KCCFC having the upper hand, because in terms of the numbers, KCCFC had better, I mean, not only goals, not only points, but in everything they win. Busoga United had, they had not won a game against KCCFC, and then KCCFC had better goals, had better points going into this one. But that game happening at the MTN Omondi Stadium, and 2 goals in there for Saidi Mayanja, who had a man of the match performance in that one. Also 2 assists from a player in Emmanuel Alex Waswa, who recently returned to the football club from loan because he had played the first round on loan. That was at Express Football Club. Also having a goal in there from Usama Arafat, a player with a silver medal, fresh from Accra, Ghana, and that is the All-African Games, and back in the squad in that one. We also had 2 players that joined the club fresh from that trip in Morocco, where they played a game, 2 games actually, against Comoros and against Ghana. Shaban Muhammad and Ashraf Mugume joining the football club, or joining the club in there. So that game ending 4-1 at the MTN Omondi Stadium, and I would just let some of those pictures play. And I mean, in case you missed some of the action that played, I'm sure my producer has those pictures. You'll be able to see some of those crispy and fresh goals before we get into diving deep into the analysis and what exactly happened. Saidi Mayanja having a fantastic game on the day, or on the night, you can call it, because it was played under the floodlights, scoring 2 goals in there, and those that taking his tally of the season to 3. Remember, he already had a goal, and that was in the Stanbic Uganda Cup away against Ginger North. He hadn't yet scored a goal in the league this season, and then in one game he scores 2, and then he takes his total tally of the start time Uganda Premier, of the entire league, of the entire season to 3. That is Saidi Mayanja. 3 goals to his name, and ensuring that he also gets on the score sheet there. He should have actually scored a hat-trick, but well, he will settle for the brace. I'll be talking with my friend here, my guest, and very pleased to have you, Mr. Joel Sekomeko Sekandi. That is our guest today. I hope I got the names right. Right. Okay. And I'm very sure you did watch the game. Were you at the MTN Omondi Stadium on Thursday?
Yeah, I was there an hour before.
An hour before?
Yeah.
That is very nice.
Very nice.
Okay. So, first of all, happy Easter.
Thank you.
Are you celebrating?
I'm celebrating.
Celebrating?
Yeah.
Are you Christian?
I'm Muslim.
You're Muslim, but you do celebrate with
They are my brothers and sisters.
Okay.
Family.
I hope you really had a fantastic day.
Very fantastic. They had meals at iftar.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is really nice. That you do celebrate with the Christians. But we'll dive straight into the second Uganda Premier League Thursday. KCCFC playing match day 21 in there. Or the 21st game for KCCFC in the season against Busoga United. Did you feel that was the perfect revenge against Busoga United? Because the first leg didn't go according to the way we wished it to go as a club. But then second leg, or the return fixture, club winning 4-1 in there.
Yeah, true. Per my perception, I think that was a perfect revenge for them. But in my dismay, we considered a goal. We considered that goal to maybe a foul, what I think was a foul on Anthony Mojong. So I think those people came in, they knew in this game they were underdogs. We had to revenge, we were looking for points. So we also what happened in Jeru.
Yes.
So this I think was a perfect revenge. Players were really in shape. players were from national duty. And I think what's happening at KCCA, many players are looking to suit into this final third, what you can call final piece of the season. Okay. Everyone is looking to get the clubs, to get the perfect suit. I think it was a perfect revenge.
We'll talk about the final piece of the season, or the final games for the season as the club gets into the final 10.
Yeah.
Or the final, should be the final 7.
Yeah.
Because if we are playing 21 games, we can only play 8 more. Yes, 8 more, because there's a team that is already out. That should be the goal that my friend Yachikomeko is talking about. There seems to be a foul on Anthony Emojong in the build-up to that goal, but well.
Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that.
You can definitely see that there was an infringement on the goalkeeper. But the referee had different plans on the day and had to count that goal. I think that should be Isaac Isinde, an ex-player of the national team. The skipper in there, Philbert Obenchan, scoring the first goal for the football club. And you felt that should have given the club momentum, because at the time, KCCFC was having a very good game.
To my view, first of all, as KCCA, their playing style, they build from the back. Magamo and Obenchan have a great role they play in our play, in the way we play on the field. When you bring in Emmanuel Waswa, whom I think was my man of the match, the lad was everywhere. Sure. I think was everywhere. He was trying to fit in back in the team. So when you look in Obenchan going to go in there, dive into the header, it was overluck. Somebody failed to clear the ball on the line. He had a first goal.
Obenchan scoring his second goal in the starting Uganda Premier League this season. He already scored a goal against UPDF in the first round. Yeah. If you remember that belter of a goal that won the game for KCFC against UPDF, and coming in here to score another goal against a team in there that is not actually, that's not his second, that should be his third goal, because he scored a goal against Karowa Hill in the first.
Up there,
yes,
in the north.
Yes,
I don't want to remember those times.
When KCCFC, that should be his second goal. So we'll be talking about that and more. But then the performance of Mr. Saidi Mayanja in there. A brace on the day, and also, I mean, what a game he had. You talked about Emmanuel Alex Foster being a man of the match, but let's talk about Saidi Mayanja. Saidi
Mayanja was really good. I'm this person who was kind of disappointed of the way that he wasn't called for the other under-20 team. He was kind of disqualified from the team. Okay, I'm kind of disappointed, and he's trying to prove his class. He's trying to back those goals. You could see he would join the midfield. He could play that Mugume part before Mugume came in. We're really happy for him. He deserved.
He really deserved. It's there. Scoring a brace on the day, Saidi Mayanja, and also winning that man of the match placard, and the
accolade.
The accolade, yes. And going obviously with some money, courtesy of the sponsors of the certain Uganda Premier League, partner sponsors in their Pilsner. Another player on the day, Osama Arafat, fresh from Accra and getting onto the score sheet. What a fantastic goal he had, and that you should say he took it with precision and also did the right thing at the right time, because had he just taken another second with that goal, the goalkeeper was going to be back in play.
His goal was really sweet. The way, that's a skill, the way you can lob the ball past the goalkeeper upway. And before that, in the first very minutes, Osama was really fresh, man. Because he saw the way he switched balls with him and swing play with Katenga. He's really good to watch.
Really good to watch.
Yeah.
Kudos to everyone that played in that game. Obviously, special shout outs to players like Emmanuel Alex Waswa. 2 assists on the day, and what a kind of game he had. You talked about him being a man of the match, but obviously we'll not forget that defense. Apart from that goal they conceded, they had actually gone 4 games without conceding a goal. Sure. That defense of Joseph Ogwan, Peter Magambo, Kabata Chai, and Philbert Obenchan. And I think we can excuse them for this particular goal, because you felt it was a little bit scrappy, and
It's okay. I think what was a foul on Anthony. I think it was a foul on Mojong. Yeah.
It was a foul on Mojong.
To my perception,
you felt it was a foul
on Mojong.
Well, that game ending 4-1 in favor of KCCA Football Club, and that meant that there's got to be some changes on the table. We'll be looking at that table shortly, and I'm very sure that my producer will be able to show us that table later on. But we have the manager of KCCAFC, Mr. Abdallah Mubiru, speaking to the press shortly after this game. And here is what Mr. Abdallah Mubiru had to say.
Score goals, it was a game where probably we feel we could have scored more goals, but we lacked quality, most especially in the first stages of the game. And after scoring goals, then we at the same time relaxed. We need to be a purposeful team, not to be taken away by certain few moments, good moments. We need to concentrate at the end of the game. But we are happy with the results, and now we're looking forward to the next game. We are looking at improvement not only in terms of table standings, but what we do on the pitch. And that's why we demand a lot from the players each and every game. So we are still demanding. I don't think we are anywhere close to what I expect from the players, but we are keeping on demanding, we are keeping on working hard to make sure that we play better, because we deserve better. There's something we are building, and we don't have much time. So we need them, and we need everyone to be together. It was a very good gesture, even from them, from the airport to come back to the stadium. It was also another gesture, because the other players would have preferred to go home and rest. So we need that spirit, and it was a very good gesture from the players, and they played well, and they had a contribution to the game. That's what team. After scoring 4 goals, everyone went down, and we're not happy with that. Like I mentioned it earlier, that we need to be a purposeful team that is focused, not only scoring 4 goals against Busoga, then we give up. We need to keep on playing and having the right attitude until the end of the game. So we really lacked that, and it cost us.
Well, that is the manager of KCCAFC, Mr. Abdallah Mubiru, speaking. That is at the post-match press conference shortly after that game against Busoga United. 4-1 was the final result, and KCCAFC making sure they maintain that kind of form they are having, especially for the second part of the season. Now, that is what the StarTimes Uganda Premier League table looks like. Chitara Football Club still top after 22 games. They have got 44 points. And then Bull in there on 40, SC Villa on 39 in third, Vipers 4th on 38, and then next 5th on 37, Maroons 6th on 34, and then KCCFC 7 on 32. But obviously KCCFC has got to play a game in there, because most of the clubs are on 22 games, and that means KCCFC has got to play a game in there to make it 22. And you feel that if the club can win that game that it has got to play to make it 22 games, then we get to, the top 5, and then we can have that kind of race that everyone hopes for, especially as we get into the final bend of the StarTimes Uganda Premier League season 2023-2024. Now, away from the StarTimes Uganda Premier League, and we'll get back to it obviously later on in the show, we'll talk everything to do with the FUFA Juniors League. Now, this previous week that ended yesterday, because today is a Sunday, it's the first day of the week. Now, the previous week on Monday, KCCAFC played against Mbarara City Football Club. That game was at the Kacheka Stadium in Mbarara, and that game ending in favor of Mbarara City Football Club junior team. Obviously, that football club, that is Mbarara FC, coming out to win that game 1-0. And goal coming early in first half, and you felt that KCCAFC junior team really gave their all on the day. A couple of chances in there from youngsters like Yan Gatbale, youngsters in Oiroth, the captain Stephen Oiroth, and others like Sebunya, and other players obviously having very good game in their Ijara and the likes. But you felt that they were a little bit unlucky on the day and getting on to lose that game 1-0. And then all to play for in the second leg, or in the second round, that is of the FUFA Juniors League, because now that means that the KCCAFC junior team has got to make sure they win with a difference of 2-0 if they are to avoid to go back to Mbarara to play the third leg. Because, the way the format of the FUFA Juniors League is played, you first play at home or you play away, and then you visit their team. So after both legs, the team that has a better goal difference, or the team that has picked more points compared to the other one, gets to host the third game. So what it means is that if KCCAFC can win that game 2-0 at the MTN Omondi Stadium against Mbarara City, FC junior team. That means that the third game or the third round will be played at the MTN Omondi Stadium. Anything short of that, a draw or maybe losing 1-0, we could maybe say coin toss or whatever the league rules, the Super Juniors League rules say, or maybe we could say a team going into penalties to decide who will host that final game. But obviously there are a couple of other games to go in there for the FIFA Juniors League, and the league currently is on hold because most of the youngsters are taking part in different tournaments for their schools, especially when it gets to the zonal level and then the district. Then after the district, we shall have them take part in the nationals. So currently, because all the players that play in the FIFA Juniors League are students, so you cannot be having the FIFA Juniors League run concurrently with the school competitions that are going on in different schools. That's the reason why even this particular weekend there was a hold when it comes to the FIFA Juniors League. But the games will be back very soon, and we should have the youngsters back in action. Now, away from all that, we'll be talking the international updates, and I'm quite sure this is when Chikomeko comes back in because he's happy that most of his superstars are back. Fresh from Ghana, Accra, we have two of those, that is Osama Arafat and Haruna Lukwago, who both were on the matchday squad that was against, who were both on the matchday squad against Busoga United. Now, definitely Osama Arafat playing in there. Picked a little bit of an injury towards the end and was substituted. That is for a player in Gabriel Jao Esteves Cardoso. And then we had Haruna Lukwago make the team, but he didn't play. And I mean, how proud are you as a KCCA FC fan that we had two representatives in there and played until the final? They had a chance to actually win gold in that one, but only had to lose it in additional time. That was the 90th minute against Ghana.
First of all, about that game, about that tournament, about the All African Games, I'm very happy as a patriot for Uganda. Very happy we are well represented. But for us, a KCC fan, this was a really great period. This was a great experience for our young lads. Though I'm sorry for one of my favorites, Saidi, but the other players really represented. Haruna Lukwago played very well at the right back. Osama Arafat was there cooking people. You know, he's very good at that. I'm very happy for them. It's a wonderful experience. Maybe we'll go there for the continents, for CAF competitions. He will meet the same people. They will meet the same people. Really good, a really good experience for them. You know, Osama came in very sharp for the Busoga game. Really very happy. But I don't want to hear that he got some minor injury or what. Really happy for them.
Well, it will be for the doctors to tell us or to inform the technical team if he will be able to feature in the next game against Gaddafi. But well, that is at least the update from those two. They were able to return to the football club and definitely played in a number of games in that tournament against South Sudan, especially the teams that were in the same group, like Uganda. A game against South Sudan, they played, I mean, it was that tight semi-final that any day, I mean, Uganda was out of it, I think, in first half. And then the boys come around and turn it around to win that game 4-2. I remember when Osama was speaking at the start of the show, he says it reminded him of the game against Express.
True. Football is a game full of experience, funny moments, and you never know what might happen on a day. Congo, they are physical, they seemed aged, kind of aged, you know, but kind of physical, but you know, it's of belief. Believe in yourself, trust, hear what the technical staff says, and all go out to display.
Like I said, the number of games played in there against Nigeria, obviously they are Uganda under 20 winning against Senegal. I mean, these are powerhouse, these are football strongholds when it comes down to age grade football. Senegal, Nigeria, and these are the kind of countries the Uganda under 20 were able to beat during this tournament. Senegal, Nigeria, then South Sudan, going on to beat Congo, and then finally Ghana. Just so near for those boys, but at least, I mean, you can never take it, you can never trash in any kind of medal when it comes down to the All Africa Games. Winning silver is good enough. I
can't take it slightly at all. And for example, losing to Ghana, a great team, cause when you look, like, maybe look at the AFCON tournament, Ivory Coast had an advantage, the home fans. So when you look at that, I can't take it slightly. I really appreciate their job.
Well, Chikomeko here appreciates their job, but not only those. We also had other two gentlemen, that is Ashraf Mugume and Shaban Muhammad, who represented the Uganda Cranes in 2 friendlies against Comoros, where the Uganda Cranes lost miserably. That game should have ended 4-0 in favor of Comoros. And then the game against Ghana that ended 2-all. Shaban Muhammad getting on the score sheet in there, and that game, like I said, 2-all for the Uganda Cranes against Ghana. Shaban Muhammad scoring the equalizer for Uganda in there.
At the end.
Well, we have these players that represented differently from the Uganda Cranes and also through the All Africa Games. That is Ashraf Mugume and Osama Arafat. Speaking to us what exactly it meant to them to represent KCCAFC and also football at large in this country.
Oh, for me, for the fatigue and I had game in, game out in the all international, all African games. But then I thank the technical team and the fans. The fans of KCC, they understand, and the technical team, they knew my body is still down. I can't sense very well. I can't have that fine touch. But they all know what I can give if I'm at my best. So I thank the technical team. They didn't rush me out. They didn't shout at me. They didn't do this. Or even the players protected me. So this is the kind of love that I experience here, and I thank them for. And then I picked up in the second half. I gave them some few minutes of. Then I scored. I made an assist. Then cramps came out like any other body that is fatigued. But I thank it, and I'm thankful for God. But I'm fine. I'll just have some days of resting, and the technical team will work upon that. I thank the management, thank the fans. They have shown that this is the city. We own the city. Yeah.
Well, that is Osama Arafat Kiza, fresh from Accra, Ghana, where he represented Uganda in the All Africa Games. Not only Uganda, but obviously KCCAFC too, because that is the club that gave him the opportunity to make it to the Uganda Under-20 team, the Hippos. Well, we're going to be taking a break. When we return, so much to talk about, including the StarTimes Uganda Premier League, where KCCAFC will be visiting Jinja next week, and also our official women's football club. We've got new team there from Kampala Queen. All this after the break.
The daylight makes most things shine. With the right lights, everything looks bright. Gent brings the magnificence, elegance, and beauty of your home to life. Crafted to perfection. Detail and extravagance, leaving nothing to chance. Your dream home is only a switch away. Switch to the best. Gent Electric.
In the 1950s, the beautiful Pacific Ocean state of Hawaii was in the vice-like grip of gambling. Shapes and forms, it is hardly stupefying that many a soul were willing to risk it all on their tables. And thus, the phrase, "to go for broke," was born. The will to risk it all for the ultimate prize, the desire that throws all caution to the wind, a justification that the ends justify the means philosophy. It's one that is a deadly perspective, but one that is born in this particular match. For with every roll of the die now, Busoga United are staking it all, and rightly so, as their very survival in this league hinges on winning it all the time. Well, they come up against a team they got the better of in the first round, but one that has hit their purple patch just in time, and it might be a tall order to get one over them. A very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the MTN Philip Omondi Stadium at the beginning of this holy weekend. And we do serve up to sumptuous treat, one that probably would equal to the final supper that was served many years ago. It's KCCA Football Club seeking revenge against Busoga United that put a dent into what would have been a perfect start for Abdallah Mumiru's tenure on his return to the Kasasiro boys.
From what we've seen since then, it has been defeat after defeat. So it's quite a big situation, a bad situation they find themselves in.
Well, the predicament is quite laid on the table, and the referee, Shamira Nabada, gets the game underway. Busoga's hands have their own fate, and it's in their own making to go ahead and try to save their necks. KCC in the yellow and blue, Busoga United in the red. And a quick start here from Etienne Katenga Openga, who's been quite phenomenal. Taking a leaf or two from his book. So recent, they do have a chance here to stroll into the box area. Popped in! Unable to finish there. Well, that was a sumptuous cross there. That was put in by Etienne Katenga. Abdallah Mubiru knows just how close they came to popping up the start here. Etienne Katenga breaking the lines, just having the entire defense following in his wake. The cross, delicious. Just needed all but the tap into corner to deal with now. Long Sachin and cleared off the line almost. But almost will not count here. Way too much power put behind that. And the inevitable has happened. KCC against all the pressure, with all the pressure finally coming to tail, pick up their first goal. Busoga United have been nothing but mere bystanders. Just when they look like they could at least engineer a grand escape from another attack, this time they are lacquering out.
Yeah, I thought that the corner kick was well weighted there, and it meets the head of Philbert Obenchan, who has got quite that domineering effect when he gets into set plays, and it puts a lot of pressure on it. The goalkeeper tried to put a hand on it, and just as we could see there, Odong trying to cut it out, but he was really late. It was already headed in.
Well, they find themselves in once again a familiar position, under pain, under pressure, and pinned to the wall. Now in the center of the park, Saidi Mayanja spreading it out here. Dominic Ayala, Saidi Mayanja looks to tease it in. Well, he came way too close for comfort there. For an instance, I know a couple of people who are already celebrating goal.
Yeah, possibly their best attack in terms of movement and passing. I thought that Dominic Ayala just got into a very good position, held up the ball very well, and waited for his teammate to arrive inside Imanya, who tried to carve that ball past the goalkeeper. Just didn't get the trajectory right, but the idea was
to Dominic Ayala. Now to Arafat. Can he make amends here? Keys out. Sam Arafat skips away from a challenge. Cut back. Not up to scratch.
Yeah, you think that the idea was good, but he should have read the movement of his teammates better. Because I just don't think that you just really pass out there without really seeing your teammate in the position to receive the ball. But the run was well executed there by Katenga in finding Wissama Arafat on the far end. Expected him to do a lot better than that. Because he should have actually waited to see his teammates make the run before just placing the pass in.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's the biggest disappointment for a team that really is looking to survive. You can't be in that kind of streak.
Crossed in, is it up? Yeah, but that is definitely going to have the technical bench up in a dither for Dominic Ayala. It doesn't get any better than that in terms of delivery. He should have tucked that away.
I just don't understand what he was thinking. He seemed to be caught in two minds as the cross was being delivered. Should I shoot or should I control the ball? But clearly, I don't understand what he was thinking, but the flag went up on him and saved his blushes. But the thing is that he seemed to have maybe twisted something in his leg as he looking really terrible, KCC. Yet they've had that break without any competitive football for almost 2 weeks.
Etienne Katenga, no nonsense clearance here from Stephen Odong allows for a chance here to once again make amends. The attack, nice one too, laid back, opportunity here to place it on. Two to the good and too good to hold. KCC oozing with class in that instance, a real team goal. And the onslaught.
Easter is the day we Christians remember the resurrection of Jesus Christ.
My name is Tube Rogers, KCCA FC defender.
Jackson Magera, Katu, assistant coach KCCA FC.
Manje Elvis Eddy, football player at KCCA Football Club. I'm a central midfielder.
I wish everyone, the KCC fan and then the people of Uganda at large are happy Easter.
Tugaragariza abawagizi baffe n'abantu bonna batwagaliza ebirungi club eno amazukira amalungi.
In this Easter period, I would urge each and everyone, the fans and the people of Uganda at large, to at least we take this period, we care for each other, we share the little that we have.
It's a time that we learn to forgive each other, we learn to spread love to each other.
Amanya Serunjoji Joel, midfielder KCCAFC. Abawagizi ba KCC wamune bana Uganda mbagaliza Easter nungi. Kyembasaba mbasaba buli ayinamu obusungu ku munne musonyiwagane kubanga Easter etegeeza kinene nnyo gye tuli.
We wish you a happy Easter. We wish you the best of the Easter celebrations, Easter Sunday, Easter Monday.
Well, those are our players, and obviously wishing all those celebrating Easter a very happy Easter to all of you that are celebrating, all the Christians out there. And from all of us here at the KCCA FC TV show, we can also use this opportunity to say happy Easter once again, and hope you enjoyed your Easter Sunday and also the long break. We had it from, is it Thursday? Thursday. Yes, Thursday, then Friday, then Saturday, then Sunday, Monday. Then tomorrow, Monday. Some of us were working. Well, we are still working. We're here on an Easter Sunday as you're watching us back at home. But well, thank you to all our players, wishing all our fans and everybody that really celebrates, Easter, a very happy Easter out there. Now, switching things a little bit up, and now we go to our official women's football club, that is Kampala Queens, that played against a team in UCU Lady Cardinals in there. That game was in Mukono, and the game ending 1-1. Obviously, UCU going ahead in that game in the 5th minute, and Catherine Nagadia leveling matters in the 15th minute, in the 13th minute, sorry. That is for Kampala Queens, and that game ending 1-1. You felt that there were a couple of chances in there, and you felt like players like Kasubo Lydian and the designer should have, won it for Kampala Queens, but well, it was just maybe not meant to be. But just so you know, the lineup that started on the day Nakazero Days started in goal. That is for Kampala Queens. Atiro Patricia in defense, Nachibuka Asia, Quatrulida Winfred, Mutuzo Lilian, Naolime Jamila, Mutiwa Shakira was the captain. You can see that team on your screen. Kasubo Lydian, Nande Designer, and then Najuma Teddy, and then Nagadia Catherine, who leveled matters for Kampala Queens on the day. That game ending 1-1, and I'm sure Chikumeko, you really follow women's football in this.
I do follow Kampala Queens.
You know that our official women's football club is Kampala Queens?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
And were you there in Mukono to celebrate?
I wasn't there.
To support the ladies?
I wasn't there, but my favorite in that team, of course, Shamira Nalugia, the vice captain. Okay. Really good bowler. The team
Shamira Nalugia is your very favorite. Yeah. She was also there in Accra, Ghana for the All Africa Games and part of that ladies team.
Really?
Yes, she was there. That finished 3rd in there with the bronze medal. Well, we have the coach of Kampala Queens, and that is Mr. Charles Ayeko, speaking at the post-match press conference.
That we are playing like a team which is on top with 5 points, because from minute 1 you could see that we are struggling. We are struggling in everything, because when we are in sanctions, the players do whatever we want from them. But when we come to the match, but I know now the reason, because it's a kind of a team which can't play under pressure, because we were behind Kawempe, so the pressure is too much. But I think now we need to calm down and play football, because we are creating so many chances, but we are not neutralizing chances. Because when you look at second half, the entire second half, we got like more than 7 corners, but our strikers are wasting a lot of chances. A winning team needs only 2 chances to win a game. So this is where we are lacking in terms of goal grabbers, but I'm not out. We are still title contenders. We shall improve in those areas where we are not doing well, more so the forward part. I think we needed to do a lot with our strikers because we are squandering a lot of chances, and maybe you could say that from that error in the 4th minute, you know, women football, some of the players went down, so we had to lift them, but finally I'm happy we picked a point. We are going to improve because our biggest problem is the finishing. But the rest we are doing well. I'm going to improve on that department because I know we have some days compared to this game where we played She Maroons and 2 days to the game. We are going to improve on that. I know we are going to bounce back.
Well, that is Mr. Charles Sayeko, the head coach of our official women football club or football team, that is Kampala Queens, giving his post-match press conference and calling more from his players, especially the forwards. That, you know, a big team, they've got only 1-2 chances in the game, and if you don't bury those, then you're going to be in for it. Well, and I hope the ladies really do put that in order, and so that we can be able to, you know, we need the Kampala Queens on the continent. They tested little bit of, you know, the continent last season. They tested how busy it is, but yes. I know they will address everything right. And they should be able to, you know, I mean, head back. Yeah, true. Because I feel they are the best football club. They have the capability, of course. Absolutely. Well, that is the table for the Women's Super League and the FUFA Women's Super League. And in the first place, we have Kawempe Muslim, who are on 24 points, tied with Kampala Queens. But the difference in there is the goal difference. Because Kawempe has got 16, and then Kampala Queens have got 10. Then She Maroons in there. We have Uganda Matters, Rubaga, UCU Lady Cardinals, Lady Doves, Rines, Makerere University, Subo, and then Wakiso Hill. Wakiso Hill, that's a sister club to Vipers? Huh? Yeah, it's the sister club to Vipers. Yeah, and it's the last on the table? I don't want to comment. You don't want to comment? Yeah. I thought you're confident enough to talk about anything. I'm confident. Football matters. I'm confident, but I don't want to demoralize them. Oh, yeah. No, it's just something. When I saw them, I was like, oh, I remember there's a partnership with Waxoil and Vipers. Yes. Yeah, they have something in common. But on the table, something concerning the table, Kampala Queens should work a bit harder because how I see, they are a game ahead before Kawempe Muslim. And Kawempe Muslim ladies are a bit lethal. True. That they can do anything. I definitely trust that the ladies from Kampala Queens are going to turn things around and should be able to, win games so that they can get back to the continent. But the only way they can get back to the continent is if they win the FUFA Women's Super League. And I trust they will be able to do that, exactly that, just like the coach called most of those players. Now we switch things a little bit up, back to the start times, Uganda Premier League, where on Friday, the 5th of April, which starts tomorrow. Yeah. Tomorrow is 1st April. Yeah. KCCA FC will be visiting Gaddafi Football Club at the Gaddafi Barracks in Jinja. Now that game should be the 22nd game for KCCA FC in the Start Times Uganda Premier League this season, 2023-2024. And just the numbers ahead of this one, just so you know, that KCCA FC and Gaddafi Football Club have met 5 times. And those 5 times, Gaddafi has only won once. And that win obviously came at the Gaddafi Barracks. KCCA have been able to win 4 times against Gaddafi Football Club. They have never shared spoils, so both teams have never drawn against each other. Yeah. And then goals for, Gaddafi has scored 4 goals, while KCCA has scored 11 goals. And points for each club, KCCA with 12 and Gaddafi with 3, coming from the only win. When both clubs played this season, Chikome Hall, the game ended 6-1 in favor of KCCA. Very beautiful game. That was the first, should be the first win for Coach Abdallah Mubiru. As he took over? Yes, when he took over, because the first game was against Busoga United. The game under what we call near floodlights. Near floodlights, yes. Then we came to the MTN Omondi Stadium where KCCA played Gaddafi, and that was the first win for Coach Abdallah Mubiru. And then here, he gets back to play the same team, but this time away in Jinja. how do you fancy KCCAFC's chances ahead of this one?
First of all, it won't be an easy one. Of course, it won't be an easy one. But to my trust for the technical team under Jackson Magea and Abdallah Mubiru, I think they can do everything. They have studied the league very well. Everything is in what I can call contentment. So I think that will be, I won't say an easy one, but I think we shall win, of course.
Well, Chukwemeko thinks KCCAFC will be able to win this one. And, well, just to let you know, all the fans, there's an arrangement. Reach out to the club fans coordinator, that is Mr. Tom Matovu, for you to be able to make it to Jinja on Friday. That game will be at 4 p.m. at the Gaddafi Barracks. And like I said, that game will be in Jinja. KCCAFC visiting Gaddafi Football Club. Now we have the pictures from our fans when KCCAFC took on Busoga United last Thursday at the MT Nomondi Stadium. In case you missed it, pictures tell a better story, and here is what exactly happened for the fan zone.
First half, second half tugenda kujaza kigenda kwera mansi.
Oroza kuiza kugwa golo ngameka.
Kuiza kugwa golo nga 4-0.
Jukira abasajja bano batukuba eri ewaabwe ku bitala nga tebyaka bulungi. Oroza kesene basomeso bate basomesa.
Batubira ku kando naye kati esawa yagenda mu kirasi.
Kati muri mu basomesa bitala.
Tuno basomesa ebitala. Eri ali kando.
Ne yanziza nyo.
Twayingidde oda
twakasamba half time ojuulira otirabye otyanga
omoto weeguli mu bulamu bubuzi golonganya kanso amakati ago gakyatagalatagalamu
golonganya tezibe nyingi
ntono tonega gye batukolamu okutubbira ku kando zirya Busoga muganda amangi tebalaba nnyo muganda matalagako bulungi tebalaba bulungi
Subirani agenda okutebera golo namba 3.
Batereko Shabani antebera golo namba 3 ne Usamu oyo. Esemo.
Abana bakola kye basobola. Subirani second half tugenda bakuba nga 5-0.
Genda bakuba meka
5-0.
Kati tezibe nyingi nnyo.
Ze tulina bakuba kuba batubbira ewaabwe. Kati balagira ddala.
Kale naye nga wasiibye.
Saasiibye.
Olya buli.
Abebusoga tujja bakubanga 6. Just twetagamu bwa substitute mutonotono baleete ku Mugume baleete ku Shabani. Ekintu kibeere fiti nnyo.
Kale amanya
Bampita Brighton.
Jagwe John Baptist omuwagizi wa KCCA Lukulwe. Omupiira nga bwengulabye half time KCC nga bulijjo omupiira tugugabye tusambye bulungi wabula ekisinze okunakuwazaamu twononye nnyo chances zaffe zibadde waawo ono tubadde tusobola okuwumula nga tumukulembedde golo nga 5 olabye Awayera alemeddwa Usama alemeddwa so Mayanja waliwo era gwe yalemeddwa weewaawo ateebye so olaba nga emikisa gibaddewo nsuubira nga Shabani bw'ajja second half ne bamuyingizaamu ali serious maasawo asobola otwongeramu ono bwe mutunuulira ne twongerako Shabani tugenda mukwata 5 katumukomyawo kubanga yatukwata mu nzikiza nga tuli Busoga abajjukira naye kati tuli mumulaga kubanga azze kinti yabikuttemu amataalo galaba era manyi nti olwaleero tumukwata 5 luli yatutayiza nga tutadde eri mu nzikiza balina akataala nga kali kamu tumulese mu mangi katumusomesa omupiira
half time ogirabye otya
ebadde ya mulembe nnyo netubulamu golo 3 tugoze 5
bw'osuubira tusobola ozikuba
kasabalira Gabriel ne bayira ne Sabani tewali kigaana byonna bigenda kuggwa.
Great. Thank you. You have watched the game and you have seen the match. How was it?
It was fun.
Justified.
Yeah, it was fun.
Utadoba batekako bwako butalo butaka. Batekako butalo butaka batubira mu nzikiza. Katulina mu kubapaka wa namboze mukono. Golo 5 zenjagala. Mutwala mukono kyetegeeza.
Ani musanyu nawe pesanyu. Nanaku ndi musanyu. Webare. Jebale ko mami.
Ko nanaku wanda katonda.
Jebale ko mami. Amanya.
Nasha.
Nasha. Nasha oroza omupira guno kugenda kugwa golo ngameka. Golo nya. Ani oroza agenda kutebera golo namba 3. Shaban. Anzanyo. Neno waliyo chimami. Ulira. Banya. Okulabyo kyasoka ekitundu ekisoose.
Ekyo kisoka kibadde kirungi nnyo abaana basambye bulungi nnyo era beebaza abadde bali kusamba bulungi.
How will the game end?
I think KCCA will beat the other team.
How many goals?
5.
Wow, great. Thank you. You have watched the game and you have seen the match. How was it?
It was fun.
Justified.
Yeah, it was fun.
Sambi chigo sinzo okulaba.
Ogwang.
Ogwang is how you now. Ompira okulabyo otya?
Ompira guno twazenga first leg twakola mu draw yatunyiza yagobya ne coach waffe eyo twaze tuze proving a point era mu first half twanigo killing ddala kyabadde kibiti twatebyeko goal 2 zokka naye abalenzi bo basambye bulungi.
Fantastic from our fans, and well done to everyone. I can't even add anything to what you guys really do for us when it comes down to the fan zone at the KCCA FC TV show. But I'll use this moment, Chikomeko, in a very few words. Your parting shots as we wind this up.
I'm very happy. I'm a very happy KCCA fan. It's a dream to come on NBS TV, the KCCA Fan TV. I want to thank the management. I want to thank the fans coordinator, Mr. Tom. I want to thank Hooksy Ali. He made me appear here. Then I want to send my regards to my sweet mom. I know you're there watching me. Mtabade Janat, I love you so much. With the people you are with, I want to send regards to my friends, Arafat, my man who is ever with me. I want to send Aksam Senkai, my super keeper, Eddie, Miriam, all my course-mates at Chambogo University, and the Chambogo KCCA fans. We really have a great project. I want to thank the team we have worked with. I want to thank you, Mr. Magere. You have hosted me. Thank you.
But well, that is Mr. Chikomeko Joel Sekandi, student at Chambogo University doing Bachelor's of Industrial and Fine
Arts and Industrial Design.
Arts and Industrial Design. I'm very sure all the folks down there at Chambogo University, Banda, Chireka, you're very, very proud of this place, man. You have done a fantastic job. And it is around the corner. I hope I'm invited.
True.
Am I invited?
True.
I'll remind this gentleman because it is very soon. Unfortunately, I didn't invite him for Easter, but I know he'll invite me for Eid. Well, it's a wrap from everybody that has been part of season 5, episode 25 of the KCCA FC TV show. All I can say is happy Easter to all of you. Please stay safe,